What up, people of the world? Special C's are coming at you with more sweet video game action. I trust you are well on this sunny afternoon. It is time we dive into Wildermyth. This is a adventure RPG fairy tale team management game where you take a party of adventurers and they fight against the wilderness according to what the story is. So you can choose different ones, and they evolve as they go along according to what wounds they get and what artifacts they get and fabled items and things like that. It's really interesting. It's got this really unique storybook cartoon style, which is really cool. So we're going to do Age of Ulstryx, a 3-chapter story that is geared towards new players, faced off against the implacable Gordon leader Ulstryx. That's what we're going to do. Main enemy, Gorgon's difficulty. Tragic hero. The world is brutal. Combat unforgiving. Few survive unscathed. Adventure. Standard difficulty. Lands are dangerous but won't punish you too harshly for mistakes. I think we'll do that first until you've got an idea of what the game is. I have played this before when it was in early access, but that was obviously a very long time ago, and they've added quite a lot of updates to it, so I'm really not sure about how different it is. So I'm happy with Adventurer. Carved in stone. No, that's Iron Man, we don't want to do that. We don't have mods. So whatever, maps and whatever, let's go. So you got a goofish greed wagon, future warrior. What's a greed wagon? What does greed wagon do? Doesn't say. She's only 18 though, that's good because they age in this game. Age 21, he's quite young. So you want people who are quite young to begin with, age 24. The cowardly leader, I don't want her. Maybe we should re-roll her. Romantic hothead, farmer, no. Bookish poet. Okay, the bookish poet I quite like. She's age 18. Age 19 even, he's age 19. He could be our... His name is Cat Sid, cool. Alright, done with that, that'll do, yeah. Bookish poet can be our future mystic. Then we've got a compassionate intellectual for a hunter and a goofish greed wagon for a warrior, whatever that means. Just takes a bit of time to put all this together. Get ready, growing the lands. So it's basically procedurally generated according to what you do and how you play the game. And the enemies are quite tough, I seem to remember. It was actually quite difficult even on standard difficulty. This book, there's room in it for another story. It's cold. I'm stuck here. It's got Wildermyth written across the front. A memory in ink survives the mortal mind. Right, then this must be the beginning. Here in our wandering country, something in the woods is very strange. So this is the tutorial chapter. It's always the same when you do this, but the outcome of your characters are different according to what happens to them. And they can die. They can either go down and end up with just an injury, or they can die outright and you lose them. And then they leave like a legacy behind, and you can choose them and recruit them for future run-throughs and stuff like that. It's really cool the way it works. Bothered only by the prodding of her own empty doubts, a young woman named Stracia took the seasonal road to the town of Grimtown. I'm getting an idea of what's going on and it makes me feel some way. I was hoping the hero gets rich in the end. We're all hoping the hero gets rich in the end. Sure, the tale of Strayasa fund isn't necessarily a heroic one. I just think goodness is something you afford once your own worries are few. Right. Alright, no more useless thoughts. Morning's getting late and I still have to drag Kel out of his door. He'll demand a discussion first, end up taking Hill law and his history before he's satisfied. What does that say? Smoke? Smoke! She runs off to her village. We're going to go with romance. The boy's going to die before I can tell him. Yeah, we want romance. Kel, you trapped. This is why you don't piss off your neighbours, right? This is why you don't piss off your neighbours. Why? So they come and help you. Okay, so the green area is the area we can move to and still have an action point left. The yellow area is the area we can dash to. It's kind of like Dungeons and Dragons in that you've got 2 actions you can do, and then you get a load of options that come up down here according to your attack. So we're just going to move here now. Now we're going to extinguish the fire. We're going to put out the fires for our objective. Now move here. Door. Open the door. Opening the door is a free action. It doesn't take any of your action points. His home standing. It's all right. Breathe, Strayasha. Kel, are you breakfast? You have breakfast ready? I'm starving. Strayasha, could it be she came because? Does she love me? Strayasha, are you all right? Hold one moment. What happened? No time now. These things came. I'm not sure what they were. Caused chaos. This one behind the house won't leave. Grab something and hit it. Garoo! Some weird monster at the back screams. Strayasha and Yell and Kel like shit themselves. Like, oh god, it was scary. A pan, a pickaxe, or a pitchfork. I want a pitchfork, I think. Actually, I wanted to get a shield, so she can use a pick for now. I'm not going to say anything. No, obviously not. Just let's not die. Okay, be ready for you. Open that door. Done. And the foe cards. The enemy gets cards, and that tells you what kind of enemy you're fighting. Eventually, I think it tells you like their health and damage and stuff like that as well as you discover more information about them. Although I could be wrong. Hooves thrown sloppily around beneath it. It runs staggering, bellowing its agony. Some kind of weird, messed up deer. It's like mutated deer, rogue. Cool. So we need to move up to her over there, so open the door. You can move next to her. When you move next to each other, you get a shield bonus, which means you take reduced damage if someone attacks you. So it's good to have enemies, heroes next to each other. Open the door. To down here, so I know it's up there somewhere. Yeah, come down to here. We're inside the house. Cheeky specker. Come to here and shoot it, man. 3 damage. Good work. Uh-oh, she's coming. She's hidden somehow. Actually, I don't want to get close because I can't attack her. So you come down here. You step to there and you should be able to see her from there. 62% through the door. Beautiful shot, Ranger! This guy's a beast! Nice. No damage taken and we took it down. Strayasha is out of action for this turn. Okay, Strayasha is now a Greenhorn Warrior. She gets a Thundering Challenge once per combat as a swift action. Strayasha frightens the enemy, forcing them to spend the next turn running away. That could be really good. Replaces Guardian. The Warrior leaps up to 2 tiles in order to interrupt a foe who passes nearby, performing a reaction strike and stopping their movement. That's really good as well. Raider, as a swift action once per turn, Strayasha can start a fire in an empty tile, or break a piece of adjacent scenery, doing 1 damage to all foes adjacent to the scenery. That's cool. I think Thundering Challenge, being able to make them run away, is really useful, because that gives you more time to kill them as they come in again. Yeah, I think good for that. Kel is now a Greenhorn Hunter. Jump Jaw. Twice per combat as a swift action, Kel throws the Jump Jaw trap that will deal 2 damage and pin the first enemy who walks into it. Ember Arrows. When standing by a blaze, Kel's ranged attacks have +0 damage +1 shred and start fires. Fire can't spread onto him. Crippling strikes, Kel's attacks apply 1 hobbled to the enemy. That's really useful. We're going to do crippling strikes. Silverbark Belt gives you increased block. We're going to give that to our Strayasha. Flaming Gear is permanent, so she gets the Silverbark Belt, a coloured leather belt with a gleaming buckle. You'll notice that everything they pick up and every item you get them actually appears on the image of them. It's really cool. So your character evolves as they get gear and level up and stuff. It's really cool the way that they included that. I like it when they do that in games. Yeah, she's going to play with Silverbark belts because it's got block. Did you see that thing? Those eyes. Catcus could be in trouble. Sorry, the timing's bad, but come on, let's keep our words. Now, up to that shadowy ruin. What about the village? The fire's out. The thing is dead. Other folks will do what it needs doing, and now I'm curious. Now that you mention it, the tracks do lead that way. Why was Catcus so intent on meeting us there? That old black tower. How much more ominous could it be? Oh, Catcus, pulling the tales of myths and meanings, did one of them finally turn and swallow you? We're going to go with friendship between the girl and the other guy. We don't want too many romances, obviously. You and Cactus are good friends. Should we be worried? Oh, it's his. I didn't realise it was his. Okay. It would have been funny if I'd done romance with him. It's like a love triangle between the 3 of them. That would have been hilarious. But no, we're just going to go with friendship. Should we be worried about Cactus? I don't think so. Weird things do tend to happen around him, but he's probably up there now, figuring things out. Take them out at their source. Scouting. In order to find sites in the wilderness, heroes must scout the land, which takes time. Click on the scouted tile to show the scout action. Where is it? Here. Take them out of their source. One of you has no idea where the bandits came from. Find their lair and assault it. There's the scout action. Send a party to scout this tile. Can we use him? No, obviously not. No, we can't. So you have to come and scout the tile before you find out what's there, and then once it's there you can assault it. Wildermyth, the previous night. The tower where Catcus had chosen to meet was a place he often used to escape to as a boy. He knew its rooms and floors so well he could survive being chased through them. Cough cough, but they were a bit dusty. So he's obviously been chased by something. And now I wait, I suppose. Unless that beast breaks through. Cough cough. We stand separated. But one of us might kill the other, isn't that right, beast? Before snark, says the beast. The tower was a picturesque old ruin, perfect for a plot twist. Now it was little more than a strange nest for owls and trysting lovers. Trysting lovers? Not sure. But as the old will tell you, in dusty shadows, shy things long to go overlooked. Whatever that means as well. That book, why have I never... Are you wondering what I'm talking to myself, Beast? Why I'm talking to myself, Beast? I'm also wondering. He looks like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, just with a beard. Ah, it was that book. The book felt heavier than its slender spine suggested. It was full of strange stories and followers of folk long forgotten. And folklore of folk long forgotten. Circles of the Ancients was wild nonsense, how a woodcutter could read the rings inside very old trees and so find the exact moment a grove began calling itself a forest. It's got really beautiful writing actually, if you take your time to read it, and it's in the setting that it presents itself. It's really kind of fable-ish and folklore-ish, it's really nice. It's kind of, not Viking-esque, but that kind of era of history. Gift of the Inscriptor. Proposed an unlikely legend that one spider-limbed woman crafted all written languages. She trapped ants between velium and pressed them so long and relentlessly that they became letters. What the hell? The Grimtown dancer claimed there once danced a woman in so many spinning circles that she stopped moving and everything else began to turn instead. Okay. Catcus reached the last word of the final tall tale. A few blank pages were left. This book. There's room in it for another story. It's cold. I'm stuck here, says the beast. Right, then this must be the beginning. Here in our yondering country, Catcus wrote, not sure why, but finding words ready. Omens had taken shape in the fabric of the land. There inside the weird turning hearts that thrummed in things. Something in the woods is very strange. Some were just misgivings. They crept through his body like the sourceless aches one wakes with. Okay. Others were more substantial. Now they seemed a thundering promise of doom. From the shadowy fringes of the lands we claim as our own, to the huddled homes of families close in hope and kinship, fears they have begun to cool and fester, drowning good sense. In the wild black woods where birds once belled, a hateful silence churns. And there's a monster! It's some kind of weird, upside-down, Lovecraftian, Cthulhu-ish monster. A sudden startling pain ilt Catcus's head. It subsided. For a moment he felt very blank. The story he'd written lay before him in luminous script, and more empty pages seemed to have sprouted up behind it. Why do I feel powerful? Spoon or staff? We're going to go with the staff because you can actually defend yourself with it. Run if you wish. Run if you're wise. Sorry, run if you're wise. Goes the beast. Constructing mission. So now I think you fight it. Yeah. Foe card is a rager. It charges without seeing, misshapen tusks swinging wildly. Okay, so come here and open the door. And there's the beast. And the way magic users work in this game is... Oh, that's how you turn the camera, right, okay. The way magic users work in this game is they interface with things and then they can do an attack with them afterwards. Once you've interfaced with it, you get vision, and then that vision allows you to attack enemies using the objectives. So this is called Splinter Blast, which shreds armor and does damage because it's armored. I can't interfuse that, so we just want to move out into where we can see. Barricaded. Now there's nothing you can do. Workbench is barrage. Tools are torn into a deadly whirl, rendering targets in nearby area that 2v2. Yeah, we want that. That's really powerful. Those things. Barrage. Oh, we can do that. Kablah! 3 damage. He goes down. Victory is ours. Fine work, young mage. Cactus Sid is now a greenhorn mystic. As a mystic, Cactus is required of naturally interfusing his spirit with earthly things, drawing on those bonds to enact formidable magics. Elementis, advanced interfusions for liquid and wood. Interfuses fires do not burn out. Passive for each interfused object, Cactus's physical attacks gain +1 damage. Advanced interfusion abilities for stones and bones. Allies may wall with objects that Cactus is interfused with. Interfused stones grant extra armor, warding, and temporary HP. That is so good. We're going to take that. Stunts chance. What's a stunt? Percentage chance that attacks will inflict additional damage and stunt effects. Cool. We want to take that on him. Yeah, a sash of flowing gold painted silk. See it there. Did I just do that? I did. I felt the something, the force, young one, young Padawan. And does this make near Mystic, like old Borway Rookguard who reconfigured the rivers. Cactus, you alright? Thanks for coming, Kel. Strayasha, glad you made it too. Yeah, that's Grimtown. You see that smoke? That's from Grimtown. Yeah, that's Grimtown. It's burning? How? Garoo! More monsters upstairs. I've been a little busy myself actually. Would you two mind terribly if we... So I'm not sure if you have ever seen a monster. Sure we have. We slay monsters. Aha! Well, I do magic now, so let's get in there. Assault Slim Toad Stone. So you've discovered a new site. It's still under enemy control though. Click on the banner to assault it. You can assault it with everyone. 0 days away. We're all good to go. Let's go. How should we do this? Whoever kills the most things gets the loot. Offensive tactics. We do it like before. If you're not the hunter, you're the prey. Yeah, let's go for offensive. We're attacking after all. That still doesn't answer my loot question. There it is. They've got a good sense of humour as well. The characters are really well fleshed out. Courage, all heroes plus 2 damage potency for 3 turns. Right, let's get in there. We've got a raccoon. What's this? Scrambling through shadows, its barbed appendages eagerly twitch. Oh, it's got like weird tentacles on its butt. We don't want to be butt tentacled by a raccoon, that's for certain. And there's another rose swarm. Action points. Every hero's... Oh, now it's giving me a tutorial. Every hero starts out with 2 action points every turn. Different abilities have different costs. Single action ends turn with a red one. Requires 1 action point. Ends the hero's turn. Single action is white. Costs 1 action point. And no colour is a swift action. Whatever that means. Free once per turn. After swift action. Swift action is free once per turn. After a swift action is used, all that hero's swift action becomes a single action. What? All that hero's swift actions become single actions. What does that mean? Free action costs no action points. Right. Get up to the door, you're a warrior. You can come up behind her. And you can come to there. He's going to silk step. No, he's going to open the door for the action. Oh man. He's going to silk step. So here, should be, yeah, he should be able to see. Nice. She's going to guardian. He's going to interfuse with. Scalding rain. Yeah. 6 damage. Kablow! Insta kill. You can shoot him now that you're hidden. Splat! Hobbled! 5 damage. Move to here and finish it off. Good go! Stunned plus 1. 7 damage. Nice. Good work, everyone. Good work. Solid play. That was solid teamwork. You got Morning Serpent's Price. Damage 5, range 1.6, stun damage 2. It's a tier 1 sword. We want to give that to her, obviously. Scarf of Faith is health 0.7. We want to give that to her as well. She gets all the goodies. Some dawns are grey that should be golden. The smell of ash embitters the taste of victory. No rain. I wish we get some rain. Look at her, a new tassel. And they're just like, oh, I'm getting I'm just miserable. Just good. Just miserable and just good. Storms are milling above our hills, the neighbouring fields, rivers. It's time to raise our wells, fortify our hearts, and survive. We who see clouds gather must act first. That's very wise. What started here could be much bigger than us, so I was thinking, let's not wait to be overrun. We'll walk these lands and learn how to fight. We'll send out word, a call for the able and strong, and we'll name this company of heroes the Oath of Lokala, the servants of song, the harbingers of beauty, enter your own name. I like the harbingers of beauty. Why not? I'm gonna love it up. I mean, harbingers of beauty. Let's make sure we're looking after our own skins first though, right? We can't be heroes if we're dead. Yeah, of course. It'll be an enlightening exercise at least. Here follow the tales of the harbingers of beauty, be remembered. So that's the tutorial over and done with. Calamities. Your enemies improve their strategies after every fight, so the rogue gets extra health, 25% more health. Cannot cancel, finish. So there's nothing we can do about that. It gets added to the deck and they can choose it whenever they want. And as you can see, there's like 4 factions that you fight, or 5 factions that you fight. Or that you trade with, or that you talk with, and stuff like that. Secure slime. Clear all hostile sites, scout Shenny waterworks. Sea of Recede Lake, lakes cannot be crossed. Bindle Woods, Lucas Woolly Hills, Brogus Plain. Shanny Waterworks, where's my Shanny recruit opportunity? Wishes to join the Harbingers of Beauty, legacy cost 3. So let's secure the statue first. Our studies must be comprehensive and meticulous. I'm up to it. If someone else is, secure is stone. This site can provide resources now and at the end of each chapter. Spend resources to upgrade hero weapon and armor. Brilliant. Next, investigate thoroughly, catalog everything, find an item. But that's not useful. Get it ship shape. But burn what's not useful. Get it ship shape. I think we want it to work faster so it produces more materials for us to build with, because you can build really powerful items and armor at the end of the chapter with the stuff that you get. And if we just get a level 1 item here or a very low level item here, it won't do us much good. So we want to produce stuff. And all of these guys are going to go. Done. Secure site complete. Slim-toed stone had been cleaned and put to good order, with time left for a few days of comfort. Slim-toed stone will return to the hands of the common folk while they tend it. The site will provide resources at the end of each chapter. What resources? Hides, ingots, or spell threads? Let's go with ingots. I've got no idea. Oh, does it do all of them? Oh, nice. It does hides, ingots, and spell threads. You don't choose one. Brilliant. And we found the Ember Dirt, damage 4. To 0 dagger, give her to give Kel that give us Kel. Kel's got daggers. Nice, now we've got a recruit opportunity. Who will investigate? All of them, let's go. New recruit, Cowardly Loner. So you've got 5 legacy points. We obviously want to recruit someone as soon as possible. Goofish Hothead. I quite like that. Let's get him. He can be another tank. It didn't take long to trek back to Grumtown, and the town still seemed like the best bet for finding another able pair of hands. Nod. Wait. Astalan. It's you, from the heroes, Astalan says. The right. Anyway, I was hoping you'd come back. Everything alright? Oh, everything's fine, and that's just it. It's been quiet in Grimtown so far, but I heard those things you said. That talk of not taking any more hog crap from the Gorgons. Oh, so you know what they are now, do you? And it's stuck with me more than I would have thought. Is that how to put it? Is that how we put it? Possibly, forming a company of heroes can get one little fired up. You were right though, there comes a time when caution and diplomacy just don't cut it anymore. And then where will you be? Fending off death with a pair of tweezers and a few choice words? Well, we could use another fighter on our side, if you're game. Oh fantastic, I'm glad you offered. Otherwise I'd have to convince you And that's not something anybody wants. Right. Far be it from us to turn you down then. We want him to be a warrior. Train Aslan as a warrior. He can be another tank for us. Or he can just be like an insane DPS warrior, which just does like tons of damage to anything that comes in range. Like a powerful two-hander. Prepare recruit. Aslan needs help getting his gear ready. Everyone can do that. Become our rivals. Cactus Kid and Stress and our rivals. Aslan Shaw is now a Greenhorn warrior. Shield Shear. Once every other turn, as a swift action, Aslan shreds 2 of a foe's armor with his weapon. Raider or Vigilance passive. Aslan's heightened senses allow him to perform up to 2 reaction strikes per turn. I want Raider actually. The reason why is because it synergizes really well with wizards, because wizards can then interfuse the fire, and then you use the fire as loads of damage. We're going to scout this with all of us. Bindlewoods has been revealed. Clear all hostile sites. Scout Shenny Waterworks. What's going there? Oh, Shenny Waterworks is there by me. Mountains are impassable. Bindlewoods to get a Flood Skull Pines. So there's actually quite a lot to do. But anyway, we assault the Makin's Windmill. Attack! In the deep caverns beneath Makin's Windmill. Stray Asher, keep up. Just checking out these crystals. I can't tell if they're gemstones or just shiny rocks. Besides, the torches are all up in front. It's hard to see where I'm... Whoa! Whoosh. Straight down a hole. Whump. Ow. Wait, what? Where? Wow. What is that? How long has it been down here? And how much is that gem worth? Herc is jammed in there pretty tight, so I should probably leave it be, or I'll pry it out and have a small fortune. Yeah, let's pry it out. Can't remember what happens if you do. Well, I've got no idea what happens if you do, even. If I can just get my knife under there. Something's wrong. Whoops. Ah! Pant. What was that? Oh crap. Shreyasha, there you are. Where did you gasp? What's happened to your face? there was this gem in the statue. It should have been worth a fortune, damn it. Well, whatever happened, the dwarven must have heard that scream form up. They'll be all over us now. Shit, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Dismay. All foes have one temporary hit point. That's really annoying. We've got a stump 1. It moves with the warrior's bearing, barks for the thrill of the fight. And then we've got a dart 1. Carefully and quietly, it looks for an opening and places its next shot. And we've got another dart. Okay. Oh, whoa, they're really all over us. Get the interface with that. Flare, blinding enemies, resist, steel fire. Relentless fire is unleashed onto a nearby tile, burning where it lands, dealing half damage to units that passes through. Bone Lance, we want that. That's really powerful. Use that, and Bone Lance against this guy, because it might hit both of them. Oh, one of them dodged it. The archer can do whatever this thing is to here. He can guardian. She can move to next to him and guardian as well. One damage. Okay, we blocked one. Cactus Kid, do another Bone Lance against that one, so it hits both of them. Blam! 5 damage, they both go down. That's what I'm talking about. You can Attack scenery, swap weapon. Why have you got your knife out, you wally? Shoot this guy to invisible. Ta-da! 5 damage, armor ignores. Victory is ours! Now I find out the consequences of touching the gem, what's going on with her eye basically. Speed 0.7, so we won that on probably Cal, the archer. Phew, that was close, thanks for blowing our cover. Blowing our cover, do you know what this gem was worth? So now what? I don't know, it feels cold, I guess, but it seems like normal. I guess I'll learn to live with it. Who knows, maybe this will turn out to be a blessing in disguise. Just try to keep up next time, okay? Calamities, your enemies improve their strategies after every fight. They've got an extra damage. The monster is now stronger and deals +1 damage. Cannot cancel it. And that goes to these guys, which are obviously the lizard folk of some kind. What's this? Select heroes to travel to the site. Secure the windmill. Yeah, we want to do that. Dibs on whatever we find here. Secure the windmill. Spend resources to upgrade weapons and armor. Work faster again, definitely. All of you can do it. So I think it speeds it up. Makinen's windmill has been cleaned and put in good order, with time left for a few days of comfort. Makinen's windmill will return to the hands of the common folk. While they tend it, it will provide resources at the end of each chapter. It gives heartwoods and 2 fabrics. Very nice. Not currently reachable. Scout nearby tells you to build a bridge or mountain pass. Try clicking on the river or mountain range. River needs to build a bridge. Be helpful for traders, I'm sure. Perhaps we could charge a toll. Bridge allows heroes to cross the river. Bridge takes time to build. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, let's get started. All of you can build a bridge. 65 days until next calamity card. Okay, 340 days until next incursion. So we want to clear the map before the incursions happen. Basically, bridge built, dismissed. Very good. Now go scout it. All of you. Lucy Woodhills has been revealed. Good, we need to declare all hostile sites, so I need you to come here, so none of this was wasted time. Lurking Gorgon, strength 3. How do you attack them? Huh, you can't, I don't think you can attack them. I think they just join the fight. If you attack the castle, I think the Lurking Gorgons join the fight. Some kind of basement over here. What kind of mint did he say? They've been late all day, late rising, late on the trail, late to recognise sunset, and late for spotting the ruin. It's the remains of a smallish structure. It's slouches in the wet depression between 2 hills. Kel, what do you know about this area? I've heard all I've heard is that it used to be more thickly settled. Someone was born here. Oh, the ancestors of the pumpkin guy. You know the guy with the pumpkins? That fang brewer? Not much room for more than a toe dance. Someone worked at this table. Lifelines. Stains of sediment. Ash on the floor? It's chalk. What are these hash marks? And what's in the box? What's in the box? Remember, there's a verse in Opal Night when Spira comes to the Unbelader's Hall. What the hell are you talking about? Past the open portal, shadows packed like ravens plumed, dimming all discovery, sharply dark and darkness doomed. Spira's sparklight shimmered spent, snuffed dispelled, left all englued. Cool. Like I said, the writing's really cool. This place isn't like that, I guess, but now nowhere's poem perfect. So do you see anything we could use? The box is puzzle locked. One of those magic puzzle locks? Oh, is it words or numbers? Words, thank all gods. Remind me how these function. Bygone generations were blonkers for these things, puzzle locks. Lock words they called them, the words or phrases that spring the box open. The magic lock presents a prompt with a clear slate to write an answer. Magic Luck presents the Wise Wanderer finds home where I'm sure there's a systematic approach to this. Bish. Well, Aya's turning out better than I thought. Could cook dinner and make a night of it. Chalk some guesses. We've still got those wild peppers, don't we? Do we? I hope not. Shreyasha gets on the table and flaps her arms to push more smoke out. Kel's absorbed in a book he digs up. It's full of creative geology. Cactus rolls over an alright stew, not sparing the seasoning much thought. They shout and scribble guesses. In the meantime, who comes up with the correct lock words? Where wandering desires an end, where shrewd folks till are scarce, where all the seasonal rainfall mineral deposits. We want her to do it because it might be a shield. We really need a shield for her. Don't know what, it could be anything, but I think it's just an item. Click. Whoever locked this thing must have thought like me, kind of explains that happened to them. Here you all are, searched up and down, my scouting trip got cut short, Gorgons are closing in, come on. At least you found us, whoops. Oh, forgot to, what's in there? Scrolls, bundles of scrolls and maybe some letters. Disappointed? Past the time. Legacy points +1. Oh, nice, we got legacy point from it. So we've got a rose swarm and a raccoon to deal with. With that and do the discus. This bounces between enemies, I know that from the last game I played, last time I played it. So it bounced and did an extra 3 damage. You can shoot, can't shoot that one, okay, so 6 step to over here, stay hidden. Move here and guardian, and move here and guardian. Scaplato! Oh, mother shot at me. Lucky she dodged that. Jeez. Kel, please end this thing's life. Scapla! That's what you get. Shooting shit at me, you dick. You can get an attack in as well. Finish it. 7 damage. Stun +2. She took some damage, which is a bit annoying. I think it heals a bit if they level up. Kel and Aslan are now rivals. Okay, for some reason. Dread Scythe, a tier 2 artifact. Damage 7, range 2.1, stunt damage 4. Always an underrated weapon. People forget how terrifying it is when razor metal hurricanes towards you at tremendous speed. Artifact, on attack deals 1 damage to all enemies with a range of +1 within range, +1 stunt damage. That's so cool. And then broad swipes deals +1 damage to all enemies adjacent to your hero. Action melee strike, individual. Okay, that's just a normal attack. That is awesome. We definitely want to replace. Oh, we'll replace his frying pan. Yeah. Yeah. So he's gonna be a mass. It's two-handed, is it? Two-handed. Yeah. Yeah, he's going to be a massive damage dealer. And he's going to be a defensive character. Okay, now he needs to secure Grimshade. Well, we're supposed to bag and bury all this body rubble. Secure Grimshades, yeah. Investigate thoroughly, catalogue anything. Work faster, definitely working faster, same as always. Because we're going to build our own weapons that we can choose rather than getting given random shit, which might not be any good. Grimshade has been cleaned and put to good order with time left for days of comfort. Grimshade will return the hands of the complete common foe. Yeah, it says the same thing every time. We get 3 heartwoods from that. Nice. And then we can go and scout here next. Calamities. Your enemies advance their plans over time. So we can cancel it with 1 point. What have we got? With 1 legacy point, we've got 7 in total. Monsters now stronger, dealing +1 damage. New card is added to the Gorgon deck. The deck is more dangerous now. We don't want a Bogmore coming on. This monster is now stronger. New card is added to the deck is more dangerous now. We definitely don't want that thing coming in. And we probably don't want that thing coming in. Apart from that, we're all good. As long as each hero only costs the same amount of legacy points, we should be fine. Good, she healed up over time. The Gambler. The scar in the prairie widens into a misty veil, and Cactus finds himself exploring a marshy little woodland. Dragonflies garble the air with their wings and whirs. In a lot of ways, our minds are like these landscapes. We're all pitted with darkness that our thoughts can sink into, but there's beauty, even in the strange and murky, dangery parts of us. Danger is a weird word. From the tall-headed way you walk, you seem like you can reason odds. Who's this? Some weird old man. What? Startled me. Sorry, I'm Cactus. Too much for my thoughts, huh? My name's Slybarn Folk. His name is Sly, so he's definitely a gambler. You need to keep an eye on this guy. Slybarn Folk. Some there they call me Lucky Slybarn, or the Gold Shadow Man. Some just call me the Gambler. Lots of names for someone to carry around. They can be awful heavy on a person, names like those. Is that why I'm finding you in a place like this? You're getting away from the world? No, got a family to hurry back to. It's not a dangerous marsh, and it's the straightest line. Sleebarn produces a small box, banded in bright brass. Behold! He sets it on the stone. The chance meeting reminds us that chances are fleeting. Here's a little betting box. How about two strangers wager together in the wet marsh? The game is guessing what's inside, and your word is your wager. You'll pay what you say. I guess something worn, a trinket, a box, maybe precious materials, the essence of life itself. Nothing's in the box. The word is your wager. You'll pay what you say. It says you'll pay what you say, so if I say nothing, I won't pay anything. There's nothing in the box. You realise that even if you're right, it means you get nothing. But if I'm wrong, I lose nothing. You truly do understand gambling. Cactus flicks the lid open. Thwart. Slybarn, the Golden Man, collects his box and heads on with a little ceremony. I'm sorry, it's unreasonable for me to stake anything of actual worth against what might obviously be nothing. It's not fun though, is it? No, you're a different sort of man than I expected is all, but I think that's always a fortunate man to meet. You know, I didn't win nothing either. You said some wise things. I've gotten some insight, thank you. They go their cryptic ways, Cactus and the Gambler. Sometimes Cactus will remember this chance encounter, and the betting box, and a smug little smile will creep over his face. +2 ranged accuracy, +2 melee accuracy. That's absolutely useless for him. Because he's got magic damage. He doesn't need accuracy. Whatever. Okay, weird thing. 1 prairie outpost. Build a station here to earn resources. Legacy point cost 1. I could build it myself, honestly. We should help as we can. Yet we're going to build one. An outfitter provides hide and fabric. A weaver works to provide 2 fabrics. A tannery to provide 2 hides. Let's go with the 2 hides. I don't know why, I don't know what they do, I just decided on that. Brilliant. Gather there. What? Why are you going? Oh, you have to go round. I didn't know that. Okay. There's a river there. Arrived at Bundle Woods, and now we can craft a mountain pass here. There's a pass that allows us to cross. Okay, good. So we can get a scout here. Sky Pines has been revealed. We've got a couple of Gorgons lurking, so before we assault now, we'll probably have to deal with them. Attack! Distant thunder. What was the lady's name we're supposed to keep an eye out for? Lynn, I think. Lynn. From what I know, forest folk, they normally spread themselves out in the landscape. They find each other when they want to be found. These aren't exactly normal times, though. And her husband seemed concerned anyway. Of course he is. Old Linda seems distracted, starts spending more and more time out in the ruins, watching the goats, or so she says. I'd be concerned too. Is that the story? Sometimes she wouldn't even come home at night. The guy seems at a loss. This relationship had some deep weeds in that. Okay, weird. How do you get people to tell you these things? My trustworthy face and sensible outfit. How else? Clouds grow like lichen over the sky. They pick their way through the building bones until the shout rings out from close by. Come on, come on! Up the hill, a woman stands against a monument. Her gaze darts between the sky. Come on! And the shadows of approaching gorgons. Get around to her quickly. Let's sneak in while she's got their attention. Yeah, we want to sneak in while she's got their attention. Wait, really? This situation only improves with dead gorgons. Let's make that happen as quickly as possible. From pillar to wall, they move in quietly. Stealth. Cactus, X, and Cal and Stracer begin combat in Grey Flame. Okay, that's cool. You got another different type of raccoon, a different coloured raccoon, and 2 rose swarm. What the hell is this thing? Leaf spirits. Catch the spirit. Defeat all foes and catch the spirits. Okay, move there and catch it. Caught you. Do I get to make a wish now? Please, leaf spirits. Enchant tier 1 sword. Replace tier 1 leaf sword or a legacy point. Replace with tier 1 leaf sword. I don't know what the tier 1 leaf sword does, so I'm going to get a legacy point. Run free, spirit of the wild. Please. Good. We're invisible still, so just come up to where you can come up to. Move forward so we can help her as quickly as possible because they're all going to attack her. We don't want an archer to be up front though. Attack scenery. Swap weapon. Just wait. You can come up to here. She can't do grey scaling, she can only shoot. 3 damage, we want to shoot this thing. Oh, we only got 11% chance of shooting this thing. Go for this then, 86% chance. Nice hit. Oh, lucky she blocked it, or she'd be dead actually, probably. I should have pulled her back. Yeah, like I thought, I should pull her back. Stab it in the back. Kablow! Come and smack it good. Cigar! 7 damage. Let's pull her back so she's not in danger. Let's pull her back further actually. Because she's really low on health. You can move forward because you're invisible and interfuse with this one. And discus this thing. Oh, it blocked the damage. That's really annoying. I think there would be a better place for him. 100%. Only 3 damage from his hovers. Shit! Archer's in trouble. 3 damage. We're all in trouble. You can take another 3 damage, we need to get over there and kill it, so just charge at it. She can stay there. This guy can discus him again. Kill him. 5 damage, very nice. You can shadow step to here. So you're hidden. You can just wait. And you can charge it as well. Cheeky Lego. At least he's spreading the damage out. He knows he's about to get fucked. Skadal! Victory! Nice, she leveled up. Getting that kill. Shreyasha Plum is now a Bloodhorn warrior. Sentinel replaces Guardian. The warrior leaps up to 2 tiles in order to intercept the foe who passes nearby, performing a reaction strike and stopping their movement. Wolf Call. After a successful kill, Shreyasha's allies gain +2 speed for this following turn. Aid. Once per combat, heal an adjacent target for 3 and remove negative status effects. Temporary health does not affect wound recovery time. That's cool, we definitely want Aid. She's going to be like a healer tank. She's going to be like a paladin woman. Spectral Lantern, warding +2. What does warding do? Amount of damage reduced from each incoming magical attack. Give us the tank. She's the tank. We'll stay alive. Oh, I didn't realise that it goes in her hand. She's going to get a shield. We should have given that to someone else. Actually, this guy's worth 200. And this guy's 200 as well, never mind. Potency +10, what's that? Worn Scarf of Twisted Fibres. Damage added to infusion attacks, also factored into some abilities. So we need to give it to the Cactus Kids. Because that's magic damage. Right guys, I'm going to wrap things up here for now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and watching the stream. I do hugely appreciate it, and I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed playing. This really is an absolute blast. It's my pleasure to be able to bring you this game. I hope you enjoy it. I really do like it. It's got its own unique style, and it's got a great RPG system. It's kind of similar to D&D in a way, with its own fantasy fable storytelling. It's really nice. So I will carry on playing, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care. And as always, stay classy.